gosh, Danny is so hyper.
Yeah, and Bill, it all comes natural.
Mhm.
Just stand
Well,
up.
that's because he.
Place, of course, you can find the record,
I do a
history
Right.
record,
You know, he teaches, and so he has
property owners.
reason to be in there more often.
Who owns it currently?
It was really.
No, who owned it in
Everything,
1850s
Almanac
type
side
thing.
was things that I.
The closest I can get to it, and I'll show you.
So I really enjoyed it.
You don't
Did a
need
great
to do
job.
that.
Well,
I
it's
thought
in
that was a
our
great idea.
parcel viewer.
Young man.
See, when I pull up that property, it'll show the deeds right there at the bottom.
But people.
Oh, there's trouble.
Sometimes they'll go a long ways back, but if you want to go way back.
I think I
yeah,
have you over
go
here,
to
Bruce.
the County, they'll have it in
Is
there.
it okay if you sit?
I'm digitizing all of that.
Let's
right
not
now.
push it.
Yeah, they've
Huh?
got something-
Let's not push it. Let's just have you sit.
Yeah, everything.
Are you gonna, when I sit down, are you gonna push it then?
Oh, you're such a comedian.
Ask
I love you.
That's kind of scary.
Family had, yeah,
I've seen you. Yeah.
and they passed out the 8 lot.
Come on up.
All right.
Join the crowd.
I guess.
Yes, it's been 6 weeks.
Maybe go on vacation, so
I
you have
kind
to
of
deal
miss
with me.
you.
Original homestead act. I'm also gonna do this. Recording section.
No, I don't know anybody there now.
Anyway, he had really good, his 5 sons.
Do you really now?
Yeah.
They'll come and set up on them.
But you know.
And sometimes we would get together.
I've got some big demotion out of it.
You mean the kids or my brother-in-law? The grove. The grove for sure.
I don't hardly know any about.
The Timberwolves are just among one of them.
The new one?
Yeah.
The only one I knew was
But now you okay.
She's an oldie in Rexburg like me, just like you,
Dad.
You're, those trees, so
just like you. An
Oh,
oldie.
man, thank you. I'm so glad I.
he was on the east end.
Inspiration.
You have to say it the way it is, don't you? Hey, you know how long I've known you? Forever.
Really? Were you guys in the same graduating class?
Yes, she was a year ahead of me. She deserved it, didn't she?
Parker? That's where my.
You know I'm joking.
No, he's not.
The original ancestors. Like Jane.
You put your foot in your mouth.
We gotta be nice to her. She just handed out mints.
She was across the Snake River.
How have you been?
Wonderful. It's winter out there. It's good.
Beaver
Yeah,
Dam. Right over to there.
I don't mind if it comes a bit.
It is terrible.
And then it hurts.
Yeah.
Not that.
He did it up there.
Wet snow yesterday.
Most of these kids.
My biggest fear was coming out of Anastasia and saying something you got.
About one farm.
I know, don't.
But I've worked in some rough places, so I know a lot of that. It's pretty worried. Come out of Anastasia, they said,
Most of that.
I feel dumb, but my.
Where? Moody Road.
Way away.
they looked me down the hall, and I remember saying,
My grandfather.
they got me to my wife and they said,
They
I get a check.
horse garage.
Excuse me.
Up the canals to these waters.
Hey, how's it going?
Are they trying to tell me something?
It's not.
Natalie was, that's what I asked. Natalie was just being very kind. So she actually gave me 2 and I thought, well, that's gonna be.
That property.
Oh, we cut down on the.
Read all this stuff about it. Seems like it's about things.
Some interesting stuff. don't
My
you?
dad, when he was 8 years old, he and his brother would take the teams of horses from down pasture to sand off the hill.
You look at all the things.
House just like you were saying, they'd trade out teams of horses.
Bring a new one back.
Bring us back up in the big.
So we're not talking regular horses, we're talking draft.
Draft horses, yeah.
Big ones.
I guess they had 2 teams, they'd take them up for a week or something. Let's carry them out. There's bears and wolves and the fish they were catching were huge.
See, my grandpa, my dad didn't respond.
Isn't that where they were building the expansion for the carriage or whatever it is, the retirement for home? The homestead, that's what it was.
That's where it's closer to the.
Mhm.
That'll be quite a development there. I'm glad that it's better on this.
This world is,
We don't.
this old, man.
Mhm.
Sure.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He came on his family. And he lived 800 years old. Space shuttles and everything else, and it was impressive.
128 buildable lots. Yeah, you doing? Good. It's it, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's 6:30, so we'll go ahead and begin our planning and zoning meeting. For February 19th, 2026. We'd like to welcome you here. We'll start with the pledge of
Microphone's
allegiance.
on.
I guess I did that.
No, you press your button.
There I am. Okay, again, welcome to our planning and zoning meeting. We'll begin with the pledge of allegiance, and I'll go ahead and lead us in that. Will you please stand? I.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Natalie, would you go ahead and do the roll call
Sally Smith,
here?
Aaron Richards,
Here.
Jim Lawrence,
Here.
Bruce Hafford,
Here.
Dave Francis,
Here.
Brian Tackerman,
Here.
Vern Muir,
Here.
Dan Hent,
Here.
Randall Kempton. Tammy Geddes. Okay, one more vote you down.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Okay, we will need an approval of the planning and zoning minutes from February 5th, 2026. If someone could do that.
I would make a motion that we approve the minutes as they stand from our last meeting.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded with that approval.
I did
Any
first.
further comments or changes to those minutes? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. We're considering, just reviewing a plat. It's Monarch located at approximately 230 West Moody Road. The application is to subdivide the parcel into 128 buildable lots on 11.18 acres. Jerem Berzee. Oh, do we have the
Do you
applicant?
want or do you just want me to do it?
I think you can just present,
Okay.
if there's questions.
Okay. Thank you, Sally, other members of the commission. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming on short notice. We appreciate you doing that, even though we canceled and then asked you to come back. We appreciate it very much. So I wanted to start by showing you the plat. And it shows up in two parts because to fit it on the paperwork, it has to be. So what you're seeing here, down a little, shows you all of the townhomes. And it shows you some of the playground equipment that is going in. The canal runs along here. This is Highway 20. You come down to the second page, and this was done to show you the connectivity to Moody Road. So these are still the same ones that you've seen in the other part, but it just gives you the rest of the picture. So you know what that road is. And this will be public road up to here, and then it will go into private roads from there. These are townhome style being built in here. And we have reviewed it. We have basically approved everything. The only caveat we have in this, and the developer knows this, he's waiting for sewer to be developed coming down that road. Last night, City Council did approve the bid. So they do have it out to bid. It's been received and they're going to get ready and start going on that. So they're aware of that. But other than that, when it's ready, we will be able to provide services for them. This is a project that is in the impact area So your recommendation, if you choose to do so, will be to the county commissioners, not to city council. So at this point, I would just open it up to questions of what you guys have.
Will you just repeat that last, we're approving this to.
You're recommending approval to the county commissioner, Madison County Commissioners.
Okay,
Because it's in the impact zone, they still have jurisdiction. We recommend it as the body, but it goes to them for final approval.
so will an annexation not need to happen first?
No.
Or,
No, they can still do this within that impact area. There were certain circumstances where we feel it's close. We will let them do that. They're going to have to pay additional rates where they're not in the city and being taxed. But it is something that we have a mutual agreement with the county, and we can do things like this.
okay.
But that's why it goes to them.
Then maybe a follow-up question to that is the temple property is within the city limits?
Yeah.
Where's our line?
Here's your line right here. And this property is located right here.
Where's Homestead gonna be built?
Right where the arrow is.
They got a sign up out there.
Right here.
It also hit the news today.
And they are within the city. They're in city limits. That red line is your boundary.
They are within that red line?
The homestead is.
Homestead or this project?
This project is not.
This project is there.
Just so you understand where that area of impact is, anything in that shading of red is the area of impact. And we have a mutual agreement with the county. They follow our zoning rules. That's why you guys do it in planning and zoning, then make that recommendation that direction.
So Alan, my only question, and you can clarify, so a single point of egress will work for the 128 units?
Yes. Stan has signed off on this.
Okay.
So.
Okay, but in single family, it's 30 max for
It is.
single point of egress.
And I think it has something to do with the construction methods and things like that. But he's went through a full review with fire and all of those, and they've told him you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're sprinkled.
Okay.
Green.
So 30
up there.
suppressed, if they are fire suppressed, 200.
Yeah, and they're under the
Okay.
200.
Okay, so the fire suppression takes it from 30 to 200.
Correct.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So.
Which, if you don't recognize, this is the applicant, Jerome Brzee.
Okay, so you talked about sewer, but what about water?
Water, they're going to have to connect to. They're going to be on that one to come clear into here. The church has taken water to the end of their property.
And they'll have to go the rest of the
They'll
way.
have to go the rest of the
What
way.
about, I read through all the conditions and it was from September and there were a lot of things that needed to be taken care of. Are they all completed? So I have a question. Sidewalk has to go
Clear to Second East.
at this point when they develop, and will the road be widened somewhat then?
It will be widened in front of theirs. They've got to figure out how they're going to get across the rest of those other properties.
But what do they have to do? What's the requirement?
They're going to have to get permission from those landowners
widen
be
the
able
road?
to do that.
All the
Yes.
way down?
They won't have to widen the road. They've just got to create the sidewalk, which is an easement of some type from those landowners
Okay.
to be able to work that.
And then it looked like there was a tremendous, and I know we don't talk about this, but there was a tremendous amount of information that needed to be agreed with the canal companies. And I know that's always been a question here. So
And they've
that might
ironed it
maybe
all
help
out. We actually received the agreement today from the canal
from the
company
canal company.
that
'Cause-
they've signed off.
I mean, there were a lot of things on there that needed to be done.
Yep.
And then there was a question about the ownership.
The owner, they're in contract to purchase this, and the owner has signed an affidavit of
with
legal interest.
So with Rachel,
Rachel has signed one, and she's working with them.
and I didn't see that. We don't think we had that in the,
It should be in their file. You may not have seen it, but I know it's in there.
there were,
Yeah.
I mean, I know every time somebody does a plat, it goes on and on and on, but there were a lot of things on there that had.
Yes, we've been working on this one for quite a
But
while.
yeah, it was dated in September, the
Yes.
last one that was there to read, so
Yeah.
there was a lot.
Is it just the one access into it?
Yes, for now.
Is that slated to be continue as a road?
Well, their roads will come out to Moody, but that'll be the end of it. We don't know how that'll develop in the future. More than likely, they'll be the first one in. We usually try to push the others to a line when they come in. Yes.
Say one other thing is potential plat amendment, if we're able to convince the landowner to the, all the way to the left there.
To the west?
Yeah, and I think the only way that we were gonna be able to do that is if we commence construction.
Mhm. Yeah.
But again, that would be a plat amendment. So-
Yeah, we'd have to bring that through again, but
East down there at the very tip is by Mac. Bruce showed me.
One more question in relation to what Sally was mentioning. So the sidewalks have to be put in. But if that gap that is not being developed does not give up that easement that we require as a city now for the future widening or the widening of the roads, the sidewalk will not be set back.
it will have to, if it's a sidewalk in the wrong place, it'll eventually have to be torn out and put back in the right place.
Okay.
So that,
Just like a comment, but we're holding our entrance road back. Joel recommended that we do, just so, because we know in the future the road's gonna widen.
Mhm.
So we're gonna hold back like our curb and gutter, at least for the road, so that it'll eventually be seamless when they tie in. Sidewalk issue, like, we don't wanna put in the sidewalk and get torn out, but. So. We did discuss maybe a walking path.
that's one of the options, and it'd be a Keith to sign off as a possible paved walkway until the time that they can come in and put in a full
So
sidewalk.
how wide of a sidewalk's required there?
5 feet.
5 feet.
Mhm.
Hands are gonna tie.
Yeah.
So what is the actual zoning designation?
This is MDR1.
Does it have water rights?
Yeah. So they can go up to 16 units to the acre.
Little.
I'm just saying, what does it have?
No.
You buy
Yeah,
something.
there are. Yes.
You mentioned that there's just one access at this point. Is there another connectivity, another ingress?
Not at this point, no.
So it'll always be.
It'll always be just one. There's a slight chance, I think, on the,
And
it's not something that's required.
You hear me? Did I speak that loud?
Because these are gonna be private roads internally. So they don't really work as a connected road
Can
or
you,
anything in the future.
can you go back to to the whole plat and let us look at that one more time? That ingress.
If it's within the city, you have to.
So this road will come in here, then it switches to private roads that runs in between all of these.
When you develop.
About snow removal
But
and
this is-
storage.
yeah.
They have the 10% to store that. Most of that'll start coming through. Well, when we approve the infrastructure, which we have done, they have shown us where the snow storage is going to be, that they have the 20% of green space, pervious surfaces. They've shown us how they're going to handle their on-site rainwater storage, all of that. They've met all of that. And that's with our new process going through. And when you do a plat now, we require that the infrastructure and everything's done. It's a lot more expensive for the applicant up front. But we were doing it in the past where they come in and do the plat, and then the next day they had to turn around and do all the infrastructure. And we just says, let's do them together. Yeah.
Alan, can I?
Yes.
I just wanted to point out that what I mentioned before on the Farnsworth property here,
Mhm.
this is a vacant piece of land, and we again tried to acquire this to have egress. And also to eliminate the fact that we're doing fire suppression system throughout the years. For one, we designed this so that we could potentially amend the plat
Mhm.
and have access if they do decide to change their mind and sell it to us. The other thing about these units is they're going to be built out of similar product to what the Temple's building, where they're going to be out of a concrete structure. It's a kind of like a you know, EFS type of system that they use, they're gonna be using typically in commercial. But, done these a little bit here on the multifamily realm, and they've turned out really well. So they're essentially fire resistant, but, still gonna have fire suppression system.
For all that area out there being developed, where's the pump station?
You're over by 7th North, right there by Commercial Tire. Right behind them is our nearest well and storage tank.
Okay, any other questions for Alan or the applicant?
Just out of curiosity, so you're not building them out of like an ICF product, but the stuff that they
Similar.
hang the
Basically what it is, it is a mesh, a metal mesh styrofoam on the inside core. And so it ends up getting a, you know, really high power rating factor of 40, but it's concrete on the outside. So instead of putting the concrete in the middle and having styrofoam on either side, you still have to put stucco on the outside and stuff, or sheetrock on the end. This is, the foam is on the inside with concrete on either side.
finished concrete on the outside. Yeah.
Oh, even on the interior.
Yeah, so it's almost, the finish almost looks like a Venetian wall.
Hmm.
So the biggest things with sound transfer, if I can pass this, no, okay. So this is one that we did in a similar product in Layton, Utah, but the biggest issues were in doing these, and this would be my fifth townhome project, is sound transfer, number one. You know, no one wants to get those noise complaint calls in the middle of the night. And then two, penetrations, water penetrations. And so this kind of checks both boxes. And that's why we chose, one of the reasons why we chose to use this on the top.
I know that has nothing to do with us, but I was curious, so
Interesting.
sorry for the.
We'd like to ask more about that, but we can't.
I make a motion that we recommend approval of the subject plat to the county commissioners.
Second.
Okay. All right, it's been, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's a lot of work to get this.
Gentlemen. What is the,
Oh, sorry.
what is that?
Go ahead and close your meeting if you want to,
Oh.
and then you guys can ask.
All right, yeah, do we have any, just the heads up then for our,
You just said to close the
This-
meeting and then we can ask additional questions.
heads up for our March 5th, 2026, and that'll be the conditional use permit for the cell tower on the Walmart property. Oh, no.
This will be for Tractor Supply.
Oh, this is the other, I knew
Yeah.
that. I
That's
knew
the
that.
one we're talking about.
Okay, right. Okay, yes, I read about it in the paper, so there is a conditional use permit that's out on 12th West. Anything else that we need to talk about before we adjourn? Nope. Okay,
One thing, we are working on some changes to the residential zones. We've had some comments come in city council and some of them. So we went back and reviewed, and there's some changes we're going to propose, but it will be, first of all, in a work meeting with you and
And then-
city council.
okay, good.
Go through that and see what changes you are okay with. And what you would like.
This is in March. You think?
April.
March, April. Okay.
All right, we will stand adjourned then, and then Bruce, you can ask your questions.
Where's yours? Now I could ask you.
Yeah.
Portion up here in the top right corner, is that your clubhouse or what is that?
Yes,
I guess it's all gonna.
yeah.
Talking about top left.
The top right.
Top right. Yeah, so what we've got there is
Here's our-
well, I guess, exactly, probably gonna be a better photo, and then on the left, of the person, the house.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got